Hey, I'm Doc, and in today's video we will be continuing the Creat Mod. I didn't know what I was thinking when I took off into the bridge. So, last video, we made the train tracks and the Dimeport route, and we gave a hint on another rail track, the National Rail. But that is not what we're going to be doing today. Today we're going to be building around everything here, because you have a water tower, so you have an jobs, occupations, you have a train, you have transportation. How many people do you have? Population 0. You have infrastructure, but you don't have people. And that's not how life works. So, we need the grass and maybe where is it? It's the shoveled grass, or that's what it's called. And here, yes, the dirt paths. So here we need a shovel to build up Dimeport. So Dimeport, here we're going to clear out this sandy hill. Here the most important area of Dimeport will be here, which is the port itself. And here will be some residential houses. Also over here, so literally Dimeport is just separated into two by the train. And where is the north direction? Whatever. Here is Dimeport and Dimeport, yes. Because I'm not willing to create another area called Dime City. Oh, that would have been pathetic. So, here we go. Here we go. We'll just place the grass and level things off to go down into the water. It's going to be a port, and we're going to build some houses too. So, here we go. So this is it, Dimeport. So we're going to have to wait for the next train from Rotterdam. Here we are, enjoying the beauty of the train station. On the next train to Dimeport, you will see that it completely transferred from a barren wasteland bit of land to a functional village. It's kind of a village. I wouldn't call it a district. It's too small to be a district. Oh right, we haven't even built half of it. That's just the half. So here is our train. Load it. Load in the seats. We'll wait the 30 seconds, and yes, I'll update the train schedule so the speed is lower so you can stand if you want, because before it was screaming fast and you could follow to the train from the fast speed if you just stood up, and now it is slower, and the wait is, instead of 1 minute, it's 30 seconds, so it's more efficient. We're up on the dam. Here we pass the water curve. Here we are at Dimeport. Close your seat. Get down and out. And here we are. It's a total transformation. And even if the weather gets in the way, it's midday right now. See here, these are the lighting poles. Some houses here. It is like a kind of lounge park area where you can just sit down and relax. Here you see the houses are actually very big. This house here, for example, you enter, this is the window and this is the roof. Yes, very, very large. Here are lanterns everywhere. Yes, and this house also has a garden. Beach view. And then here we have the other houses and good vegetation. Here is a tree, here is the port. That's why it's called Dimeport. I think it makes sense. It's Dimeport. It has a port here. This is the dock. Here you enter and exit. It is another house. Not that much interior, but there is a garden. So, most houses here have gardens. Like, these are the first two houses, then you've got here the third luxury house, and here you pass under here to the shortcut. This is a luxury house because it has its own dock and it's on stilts. So you have two beds and no chairs, but here you have two chairs. See, here we're on stilts. The only disadvantage is that if you wanted to get out, you'd have to go to the dock and not from the balcony where you jumped off. By jumped off I mean because this is a diving board. So here the house has this is on stilts. This is a diving board over here. Yes, and the fourth and final house. Just a little house. Nothing special really. Here comes back the train to Dimeport. But this is only half. It's 4 houses, 2 docks. This is only like the half of Dimeport. Remember that there is another side of Dimeport, which I will right now do more than one thing in this next time lapse. So in this time lapse we'll build part of Dimeport. In this next time lapse we'll build the rest of Dimeport. Terraform the area because it's hilly and it looks ugly. Like, don't mind me or anything, but it's just sand. And also here we need to build a mechanical system, because I want to put display boards on the railway roads and get electricity into the houses, and it's not fair that this area has a dam which only serves the water company. Doesn't make any sense really. So here we go. So we're back. Yes, it took a long time to do all of this, and I know I said time lapse, but I meant cutscene. Sorry. So yes, here it is, the other half of Dimeport. So firstly, let's look at the changes that have happened to normal Dimeport. Campfires. All the boats have sunk. And yeah, more campfires. Yeah, that is it. A road under here. Or if you want to go the illegal way, by running over the tracks. Yes, new signs! Yay! And here we enter into the other side of Dimeport. This is a engineering anvil club. Yeah, other than the lounge. Here we have the two main attractions, Dimeport Park and the Dimeport National Museum of History. More on that later, because it's going to take us a lot of time. So let's just hop on to Dimeport Park and kill a husk while we're at it. It's good and dead. This is the DJ's lounge of snowballs. Joking only. Here it is. Jokes only. Oh goodness, Enderman. Enderman, they have to ruin everything. Yes, so that's the snowballs, and here is some CDs. All are Lena Rainey's Other Side, because that is the most song I love from all of the Minecraft discs. So let's play it while we play mini golf. Balls from home are not allowed. Golf balls. First stroke must be in red line. Hole in one. And also here's an encased trampoline. Yeah. And this is a trampoline. So yes, here, get to this couch, because it's too noisy, and a turntable, all of the fashions that we get from Rotterdam. So yeah, here we have the Dimeport National Museum of History, and yeah, so here I am, I'm back. I needed to change into a formal suit, and you will know right now why I really needed to do that. Take the legal way around Dimeport into the Dimeport National Museum of History. Now let me explain. This is the Dimeport National Museum of History. It maps out the history of Dimeport. And disclaimer, this is not real, of course. This is just started in 2022. Like a bit less than a month since the recording of this video, which is the third video in Trivotopia with Creat Mod. All the dates that are of the past that you are going to hear now are totally fictional. All the people are totally fictional. This also will depict visions of a revolution that didn't exist. If you're sensitive, Or if you think that this is a documentary, just skip it. This is not a documentary, and this is not a real revolution. So if you're sensitive, yeah, just skip out the video, because this will be the rest of the video. I have told you the disclaimer. On to the Dimeport National Museum of History. So here we are. To map out the history of Dimeport, we need firstly to understand 4 main points: the flags, the people, the revolution, and what happened in the revolution, which is what the 4 things that are mapped out in this explanation of the Dimeport Museum of National History. These skulls are partially fake. Partially. And yes, I will get my suit muddy in this video. So, this flag is from 1747 to 1801. It is Dimeport's flag made by Henry I. If you don't understand this, the bit later will not be even understandable. From 1801 to 1914, this is Dimeport's flag made by Lyman I, and it was also Dimeport's flag. Then this flag from 1914 to 1980 is the Revolution flag made by Dimeport, and it is the city flag nowadays. From 1980 to now, this is Trivotopia's flag, and it is made by Trivo in 2022, just to give you a sense that this is all fiction. That is firstly the flags done. Secondly, the first flag, Diamond I, Henry I, from 1724 to 1801. His cause of death is old age. He is most famously known for founding Dimeport, but he also, more things that he did, he built Dime Manor, this big colossal building of a building. He established rule, and he is the first great master. He is just, social and fair. I will not dig up his grave and tell you what's in it. But his grave, he is involved in normal embalming stuff, and did not over embalm himself with diamonds and stuff. Yeah. This is Diamond II Liam I from 1764 to 1874. He died by heart failure, and he is most famously known for building the ports, which you will see later. He is also known for building the railway, building the armies and prisons, which I will show you later, and he is the second greatest master. He is harsh and unfair. He is embalmed in quartz and amethyst. Demon the third, Liam the second, from 1802 to 1891, he died of yellow fever, and he is most known for the Dimeport unrest. He renamed the town from Dimeport to Dimeport. He is the most leader with convictions. Weather, of course. He's the most leader with most conviction. You will understand that later, just in a second. He's the third great master, and he is an unjust dictator. He's embalmed in diamonds, gold, netherite, and emeralds. Then is Diamond IV, Will I. Born in 1851, died in 1914 by an explosion. He is most famous for the revolution. He renamed the town, he attempted to reform, he was the last master here, and he was weak, coward, and shy. His body is a mess of blood, rotten flesh, and death, because he blew up. Then is Henry McScotch. We go off from the Dimeport flag to the Dimeport flag, and to the revolutionary flag. Henry McScotch, he was born in 1890 to 1992, died of old age, most famous for the revolution. Built the museum that I am showing you right now. Museum Trivotopia, thank you. He is a revolutionary lead, leader. He is brave, fair, and just. Third thing, the manner. Leave all the revolutionary stuff alone. There are 4 compartments to this manor. The dining room, here, where the dinner massacre took place. More on that later. Here is the bedroom. This is where you can go to the attic. No, this is where you go to the roof. Yes, full of battle, of course. And of course we will not leave this battle unmentioned. Yeah, and this is where you get on and off to the ports. 2 secret compartments we need to explain. The roof, attic, and the bed. This is the attic. This is where most of the armory of the Diamond or Diamond family was held. And here is the basement where they used to torture subjects. This is a torture chamber, execution chamber 1 and 2. Here is a lever to execute, and here are cells number 1 and 2. All of this, of course, has been stopped by the revolution. Remember this happened in real life. I will keep reminding you of that. So that is off from the 3rd point. The 4th point, the most important one, and the most part which is filled the museum here, is the revolution. This is a summary of the Dimeport revolution, which you will see more of. On the 7th of August 1914, revolutionaries threw a hand bomb on Will I, the weak reformer. He isn't really. He died by an explosion. He died because a hand bomb was thrown at him, commencing the revolution. Then the Battle of the Door, the Dinner Massacre, and the Battle of the Port all followed another event. Although the resistance from the masters, which is the name of the people who used to rule Dimeport, and Dimeport before the revolution, although the resistance from the masters was strong, we tore through it, bringing forth a new country. Not anymore. We put that in because Dimeport is now part of Trivotopia. Free of its past ugliness, free and cleansed to start a new life, a life full of democracy and liberty, and it shall stay that way forever. That speech was given by Henry Scotch in 1920 at the Declaration of Countryhood on the 7th of August. The 5-year mark of the revolution was given here in the Declaration of Countryhood Assembly. And if you could look over, you could see the people were massacred. But yeah, that's all important for declaring a new country over here. So that's out of the way. The revolution. This is the site of the first bomb detonated in the Dimeport revolution. Yeah. It's a big bomb. It's the size of one TNT block. Here is the Battle of the Door. From the 7th of August 1914 to the 2nd of February 1915. It lasted 179 days. Here are the mud-filled trenches. Yes, I did ruin my suit. And here are the tunnels that lead from the communications trench onto the battle trench. Here are some other skeletons. Here is a area which they call the recreation tunnel, which is just literally a lantern and a mud tunnel. I'm going to have to clean my shit on the time. This is where the revolutionaries were, and this is where the Dimeport masters' troops were. Well, that's what they're called. We will see that in the picture. So after entering here, most of the troops enter the Dinner's Massacre the 3rd of February 1915, 76 people killed. Don't get me censored. Another lot of fighting here, and on we go into the Dimeport area for the Battle of the Bed, from the 4th of February 1915 to the 4th of February 1916, exactly 1 year. And this is here the murder of William the 11th, yes, 11th, on the 6th of September 1915. Yes, here is the Dimeport side, here is the revolutionary side. This we will get to later. We're going to pick up this redstone. It's not blood, it's redstone. So we get on here to the Battle of the Port. From the 4th of March 1914 to the 26th of May 1916. Lasted 2 years, 2 months and 22 days. After that, yes, here are the benches. We go here to the port. This is William the 10th, yes, the father of William the 11th, underwater shell, and he's still in it. I want to throw my suit even more. It's his coffin. Yeah, so that's why he died. Pegged himself with a knife while trying to eat a raw chicken. This is the large dock. It's closed for historical purposes because this is a museum. This is the first mini port number 1. It's closed for historical purposes, and this is mini port number 2. It collapsed in 1915 after the stilts were blown up. Yes, here it is. After the Battle of the Port, here we get the Siege of Mana. It's the final battle on the 1st of June 1916. Here we get the Dimeport Peace Treaty on the 5th of June 1916. Here is the Dimeport Treaty written by Trivo 19. Okay. This book assesses the points of the 5th of June Dimeport Peace Treaty. The rules are: all Dimeport Master Kingdom troops surrender immediately. Dimeport Master Kingdom renounces its existence. I took that. Yes, that was a very clever idea. All Dimeport land will be given to the Dimeport Revolutionary Army by the 10th of June 1916. In 5 days, all masters either surrender or die. Don't get me censored. Again. Please. And yes, so this is it. The revolution. So yeah, I hope you like the video. Don't remember to forget to like and subscribe, which just means don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll change it to my suit, and I shall see you in the next video. Oh, I forgot to mention the Battle of the Attic, Battle of Siege of the Roof, and the 5th of June 1915 5 photos. See you.